Hello to the kingdom of YouTube. My name is Rabbit Rob, and today I'll be creating a let's play on the Rule Britannia mod for Medieval 2 Total War. I'm going to playing as Wales in honour of St. David's Day. I'm going to be the short, and I'm going to put the campaign difficulty on hard, and I'll keep the battle difficulty on medium. Okay, so let's get into this. I'm playing as Wales, I've already said that. Strengths: outstanding archers and many units capable of fighting in multiple roles. Weaknesses: lacks heavy infantry. So England should hopefully be quite a bit of a challenge. And here we are. Welcome to Medieval 2 Total War Rule Britannia version 1.7. Settlements. All settlements are now cities and forts are now called castles. Castles are of the permanent stone variety, each supporting 10 free upkeep units. Virtual Throne Room. This mod contains dozens of interactive events, mainly keyed to high-end buildings, especially educational buildings and guilds, that will affect your characters, settlements and income, as well as your construction and recruitment options. Be sure to develop your cities to take full advantage. Many have multiple versions that are presented identically to the player, so there may be several possible outcomes to either accepting or declining an event. Prestige system. As your ruler requires prestige through construction, conquest and wise administration, his traits will improve along with his reputation, and new buildings, units and events will become available to your faction. Trade. Northern France is now accessible. The territory cannot be conquered but contains numerous trade routes, allowing your merchants to travel to the continent for goods not available in the British Isles. Each faction begins the game with a pair of merchants in France. Supplies. Armies led by generals require supplies which are depleted over time as they remain in the field. Supplies can be replenished by arresting an army in a settlement with more than 50% of the faction's religion, or by taking them onto a ship. Education. Characters can be educated when they come of age at schools, libraries or military buildings. How much they learn depends on their inclination towards military or administrative skills and the quality of such buildings presents in the settlement. Various buildings, traits and events will also affect the character's education. Certain settlements can build great libraries and universities which will enormously aid any character being educated there. And there's a shameless plug about the Iceni Queen, a pirate yarn by AJ Stoner. I think he's one of the modders, I don't know. Okay, so let's get this started. I'm going to start by sending a diplomat up
approaching their dignitary, sire.
To the Barons
Tomorrow's
Alliance.
journey planned out, sire.
And that's a bit loud. I do apologise. So I'll turn the speech down quite a bit. I don't know if it's as bad as on you as it is in my ears, but that was quite loud. Right. So I want to start by taking Cardiff back, and
Sire,
we'll see if we can
am I to win over hearts or
wed a
heads?
general.
Representing our people.
So I'm going to start by raising all the taxes. No, that's daily fare. And I'll change that to a monthly fare so they're not too ticked off about the taxes. I really want to get some cavalry built and trained, so they're pretty much the only thing that's going to help me against the English heavy infantry. And I'll raise all the taxes that I can. I'll build a town guard there to put the public order up, and I'll make a green exchange here in order to get some money. I'll keep Pembroke down to high tax rate, and Carnarvon I will also build another green exchange. And speaking of cavalry, mounted scyther will definitely come in handy, and mailed knights. They'll take 2 turns each, so that won't be a problem. Then I can bring them down here in order to take Cardiff back, and I've got catapults already to do it as well. Swordsman militia and spearman, and I'll get spear militia as well. You can't have too many spears. I'll come down here and where are my merchants? Here they are.
At your service. Journeying
1,050 florins per turn.
opening a new at your service.
Let's see what we can get for one of these ones.
On
Bring
my
them over
way.
here, see what these are worth.
Opening a new trade lane, my liege.
270, 697,
Journeying
we'll go
onward.
there. Okay,
Opening a
so
new trade lane,
that'll be
my
my
liege.
merchant sorted. Hopefully, their acquisitions won't be acquired by anyone else. And
Where to,
we'll
sire?
also bring my spy down to Cardiff.
From the shadows
Hopefully he won't get killed as soon as he
At your
does,
service.
as they usually do.
As you command.
And we'll do some more trading
Opening
here.
a new trade lane, my
Okay,
liege.
so I think that's it for the first turn. And I'll end my turn. Let's see what the English are going to do. Not much, that's good. Take rebel settlement. Ah, good, I was going to do that, but now I can do it and get some bonus units as well. Now I'll take my princess
Daughter of the Crown,
up to the Baron's
I
Alliance
am ready to approach.
What is it you
and
wish
see what
to
we can do.
discuss?
We want an alliance, trade rights, map information, and let's see if they'll go for a marriage as well. Create even better bonds between us.
How could we refuse such a well, that seemed fruitful.
Wonderful.
Farewell.
And I'll carry on
Your
taking
Majesty.
this
I cannot do that, sire.
up to Scotland.
Without question, sire.
Hopefully we can gain an alliance there.
Tomorrow's journey planned out,
The only
sire.
problem being that Scotland are not too fond of the Barons Alliance. So the Barons Alliance are beset on 2 sides already. England is beset on 3 with the Welsh, the Barons Alliance and the Danish capital here. So hopefully they'll be a bit too busy to be preoccupied with us before we go for Cardiff. I'll try and get a battle in here on my first playthrough, and hopefully that'll be the battle for Cardiff, and you can see how my military prowess will figure into this campaign. So let's have a look. End of turn. Only 2.5 grand in debt, so it's not too bad. Faction announcements. Trait increase, trait increase, trait increase. Retinue, 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 retinue. Lots of retinue for King Llewellyn and David Griffith. Okay, so that's that sorted. Recruitment. Merioneth Spearman, Spear Militia from Montgomery, and Montgomery Swordsman Militia. They'll help out. That's our alliance. Lord Arthur and Cara Fitzgerald. And relations improved. My relations with the Barons Alliance is outstanding. Wonderful. Okay, so I don't want to do too much more.
Yes, Your Highness.
Only 74% Catholic.
God's
Hopefully we can change that. They're not happy about being on a high tax rate, so I'll build these 2 Welsh militiamen and hopefully they can do something about it.
Sire.
I'll get a spy in there. And he has a 32% chance of opening the gates should I invade. So let's see, what else can we do? Carnarvon Montgomery. I will build mines here. And I do believe the rest are being taken care of. Yes, they are. Let's see where else we can train. We'll go for another catapult and 1 more spy and another priest, because I'm not too Catholic around here, I don't think. So I'll end my turn there and we'll see what happens. Looks like he's just taken my merchant. And I can only auto-resolve this anyway, but it doesn't look like we're going to win. Nope, clear defeat. 3 ships against 1.
shows no mercy. We'll drop anchor until
And now they're blockading one of my ports. Lovely. That's another thing I'm going to have to focus on, is building a strong fleet. I always forget to do that. I'm not a fan of fleets in this game, but must be done. Okay, so that's my cavalry trained up. So we'll get all my cavalry and bring them down to Montgomery and take all the spears and the scyther and the militiaman and all 3 catapults. That should do for taking Cardiff. As for reinforcing Montgomery, I'm going to take all my forces from these little castles and put them in Montgomery. Who is that? Rodri. Hopefully we'll find a use for him. Okay, that should do. And my merchant's assets were seized. That's a shame.
Got something new to bring to the table?
Right. That happens again. I'll have to try and do something about getting more merchants down there. We'll see what I can do. Oh, and here I want to build ships. Lots of ships. Not many opportunities for ports around here. I'll get one there as well. And I will once again end my turn. Looks like the Barons Alliance are really mobilizing for war, which is good for me, because unfortunately England looks like they're doing the same on my borders. And we can't have that. Okay, candidate for adoption. The benefactor is King Llewellyn. Full supply, relatively healthy, marks of war, and aspiring commander. I think I'll take him. King Llewellyn should rightfully lead the attack on Carnarvon. And, well, here goes nothing. Let's hope we can take it.
By your will, sire, we shall engage.
I should really
Laying siege, noble sire.
save some time and build some siege towers, but they'll probably just be shot down by the rebel scyther. My path is blocked for my diplomat, so I'll take it. No, I can still get Scotland.
What is it you wish to talk about?
How do they feel about alliance? Demanding. What about trade rights? They're balanced.
It seems we'll have little choice.
Good.
Another proposition for us, eh?
How do they feel about sharing map information?
I
Accepted.
this offer.
Wonderful.
Have
And
something else you
alliance
wish to propose then?
could try it.
Name a friend.
Nope.
Aye,
Probably
well,
because I'm on such good terms with the Barons Alliance, so not much we can do about that, I'm afraid. Town Guard, and look at that. Town Guard, and they're quite happy now, so keep them on the high tax rate and we can get a port in now as well. Back up to Carnarvon and build another ship. They still got the grain exchange building and mines. Montgomery's not too happy about having King Llewellyn taken from them, so build some more troops, train some more troops, I mean, not build, obviously. What's happening in Pembroke? Build 2 units of Halberd. Being the Welsh, of course, you can never have too many archers. And I will once again end my turn. I should a diplomat to Ireland as well. Maybe I could take an army to Ireland and help them fight their war against the English. But first of all, I have to worry about my borders. Chester's in danger due to being right on the brink of the Welsh border and the Barons Alliance border, so that will eventually be taken and it shouldn't be too long, I imagine. Okay, Now we're going to try and take Cardiff.
As you command,
Or
my liege.
Cardiff. And the gates are opened. So, I shouldn't have to worry too much about the siege towers. And I will attempt a night attack.
Muster your courage,
Go in.
men! We march into battle!
So hopefully there won't be too much of a challenge now with the gates open. I can just... And let's get ready for this. Start the deployment. Now I don't necessarily need the siege towers anymore, or the ram. So I'll bring them back here, and what I do need, however, is my catapults. I'll get them here. In one group, please. Thank you. And I'll get my spearmen to take all the flak from their walls. Loose formation. And I haven't got too many archers. Just in case they counterattack, you never know. Alright, let's put my archer cavalry on the same side. And hopefully they can do quite a bit of harassing as well. So, get my king and his heavy cavalry together by here. And where are my sword militia? Here they are. I get them behind the cavalry, ready for the charge. And start the battle.
Excellent! Our spy has opened the gates! Let's be done with this wretched siege!
Indeed, let's be done with it. Okey-doke. And they've left their main square wide open, so I'm just going to immediately rush it. And I'll get my spearmen here to attack all the archers on the walls and everyone behind it. And I'll bring my swordmen up. That way they can block off all the routes in case they try counterattacking. I don't know what they're doing. Get back here. Yep, see, they were too late to catch me.
Today. We've captured the enemy's walls.
And the Gwent Raiders couldn't catch my men, so I'll just start splitting them up now in order to attack the different groups coming in from all different sides. And it looks like I'm going to take the square.
My lord! Our men are in command of the city!
Hopefully the swordsman can make it through without too much damage being taken. They got a heavy cavalry coming up, so I'll hold them off here. I've only sent one group up. I did not mean to do that. But they're still capturing the town, so I just have to force my way through now, and hopefully that will work.
Blast! Our men no longer command the city!
Okay. Okay, we've ruined them now, so let's get the swordsman up. And the spearmen can stay there fighting the Welsh rebels. Rebel scum. And they're all starting to root now. Let's have a look. How many men have I lost? I've lost 8%. So, it's not too bad. And just for funsies, we'll get my catapults on the go. That does look quite nasty indeed. So, thank you. My swordsmen really need to get up there now. Going to keep my king down here for a moment. And I'm just going to send up all the men and bring my cavalry around. How are they doing? Still fresh, good. And we're just going to plunge my men straight into the deep end here. These lot up to, they can get in there as well. Right, let's see, where's my heavy cavalry? Excellent. We'll get them ready by here to make a wonderful charge. And just wait for them to get ready for the charge now, and hopefully that should end it. I selected my catapults a little too late for that. And okay, they're ready. Left it too long and they've readied their heavy cavalry for it, so let's watch the charge. Sorry about that camera control. Nice little crunch there. And it's going to be a long, tough out, but they will eventually break through. Especially with the archers
Our
fighting
men
on
are
them now.
winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Excellent. You can be guaranteed that at some point I will probably lose my king. It'd be just my luck to lose the king on the first battle. Against rebels, no less. And the rebels are putting up a pretty decent fight. But ultimately it's not going to go their way. Just get my archers to fire in there. There's so many of them, it doesn't really matter who they hit. And what are these townfolk up to? No idea.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Our leader lies slain on the battlefield.
I had a feeling that would happen. Well, the only option left now is to just push through. And what are these lot up to? Okay. Excellent, they've started taking heavier losses now.
And good tidings. The enemy general lies dead. We've sent the base cur to hell.
Good, a little bit of tit for tat. Sometimes I'm not happy about the pathfinding, but other times it works out really well for me. So, King Llewellyn's dead. Just gotta get past these spearmen and then they can back up my guys in the main fight by here. Just still taking a while. They've almost lost 50% of their troops. And my cavalry is doing no good here, just being bogged down in this fight. Need to go away and come back for a bigger charge. And the king's bodyguard has run away. Wonderful. Right. I'll just get ready for another charge. They're a bit winded, but I need them to get into the back of the troops here. So that's a bit better. Now they're bringing up even more infantry to support that fight. Not a lot I can do, I'm afraid. Bring up. I know they're going to be more useless than light cavalry, but still. Just run my militiamen right through. Not taking any losses so far, that's good. Now they're starting to. And now the spearmen are starting to take. Organic spearmen are starting to take quite heavy losses. Right. Get them ready. Once again, my male knights are really bogged down. Get them in triangle formation. And focus on the leader of the group. Now they're wavering, about time. These spearmen are really stubborn. I probably shouldn't do this, but I need to get through.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Well, they've lost beyond that, but then again, I've lost quite a lot. I've lost over a quarter, which is damn sight more than I wanted to. That's a shame. Right. My knights are in the main court. And the mechanic spearmen are now wavering. Hopefully it shouldn't be too long now before they run away. This fight is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. And I'm going to get these guys. I'm gonna try and there is no point in me trying to circle around now. It's pretty much nearly over with. By the time they go around, the fight will be done, so I'll just keep them there in the main slog out. They've lost 30 men in the space of a few minutes, and they're still holding their ground. And they've broken, finally. Right, let's get them in here. Now I can attack from the third direction. And these men are exhausted now, so... But I'm just gonna need to get them into the fight now. There's not a lot I can do.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
I should have sieged them for longer. And I should have attacked them in more than just one direction. But you win some, you lose some. They've now lost nearly 80% of their army, but they're still holding strong. And now come the swordsman. And my Welsh bowmen have routed as well. Good. That's all I needed. Okey-doke. Nearly advanced into the main square now. I know I shouldn't probably do this, but I'm just gonna get him in there. I know there's a lot of men doing this, but I need to capture this city. Too many men for them to hold.
Sally forth! Unit march!
That'll do quite a bit of damage, I imagine. And I'm starting... Seems to be a mass rout going on here now. My swordsman here routed. And it looks like this has been something of a failure. Hopefully I can get my men to come back from this.
Sally forth!
This is going to be a close. I've nearly lost 50% of my men. Catapults can stay there. I'm surprised at how well they've held off. My men. All my men are exhausted now, but can you do? I need to stop saying that. Okay, let's hope this goes well. They're already shaken. They're probably going to waver before they even get into the enemy lines. Focus on the Grunt Raiders here. Yep, wavered just as they got in. Bugger. Okay. Right, you guys can all come around that way. Not that way. Do apologize for the length of this battle.
We're under attack!
And it looks like we're going to get it. See how many units they have left. Not many at all. Quite a lovely bit of arrow fire there. Probably killed a few of my own men, but it really doesn't matter at this point. I've lost enough men as it is. What's a few more? Just 4 Gwent Raiders left on this side now. And now we can get past them.
My lord! Our men are in command of the city!
Excellent, let's do another ping. Not many men left at all. For either of us, really.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
Clear victory. Could have done without losing my king, but I'll take it. Faction leader killed. King Llewellyn. Our noble ruler has been slain by our most wretched enemy. Those who have failed our great leader should suffer our retribution. Which... Okay. Right, I will get more florins if I sack, so I'm just going to sack it. And hopefully I'll be able to retrain a lot of my units. Build a mustering hall. 4 units of mounted scyther at my capital. Enemy army routes. Faction leader killed. The Scots and the Norwegians have gone to war. And my end of return report not looking too good either. Okay, well that's all I have time for now, and thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.